So one day you look up and suddenly Wizkids rules the miniature market. It's a really funny thing because I can remember their humble beginnings starting with Mage Knight and then later HeroClix. But now they're everywhere. And of course they're producing the biggest miniatures for Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. So today, let's take a look at some of these unpainted miniatures. First up, let's look at some orc adventurers. I'm always looking to build up my orc forces. And, these are very nice miniatures to do that with. The fighter one is a pretty good mold. And, he's very basic, just has his axe ready to strike. It's nothing super fancy. The paint job on the back, the suggested paint job that they give is not super fancy either. I'm probably going to deviate from that so much, although I may not use the same colors. The more shaman-looking figure, I think I may do a little bit differently, but it's really going to be when I get down to the painting table, we see what happens there. For both of these, though, they're really good sculpts. The only thing I don't like is the tusks sticking out. That's been a big design thing with orcs in many miniature lines that I feel is born from Warcraft, which I don't hate Warcraft, but I don't think I like it in every single one of the orcs I have. So I'll give these 4 stars both, so I'll give the pack 4 stars as well. Up next is Lizard Folk, which I've not bought any Lizard Folk in a long time. First up is the Lizard Folk Barbarian. I really love his sawtooth sword. I think that's just really nice. And his basic sculpt is really good, savage yet pretty formidable at the same time. For him, again, it's a very kind of basic sculpt. Not basic sculpt. For him, once again, the paint job is fairly basic looking. I think I'm going to vary it up a little bit. Not going to get too far off the basic coloring though. Maybe lighten it up a little bit or darken it a little. It'll be hard to say until I get down there. I do like the way they painted the fins. I will copy that. That is really nice. This one is an easy 5-star. Up next we have a stone golem. Not a whole lot you can do with that. I do like the sculpt. I like the cracking in it. Gives it a real stony look. He's actually really cool looking. I really do like the sculpt. What I don't like is the suggested paint job on the back. It's kind of dull. It's just gray. What I'm thinking is I may do some paint on it, make it obviously painted stone, but brighten it up a little bit and bring out some detail. Just a little bit of some gold and some blue, and to make it look a little Aztec-y maybe. I think that's gonna make this look a lot better. That's just my personal opinion, and you never know. Of course, there's the link down below to my miniatures page if you want to see how this turns out at the end. But yeah, this one I'm going to do very differently. But overall, yeah, I'll give it 4.5 stars. It's a really good representation of a stone golem. Again, those cracks are really awesome. That just sells it right there. Now, one of the creatures I've always been a little weak on is ogres. I have maybe one other ogre, and I have no idea why that happened. I really like this sculpt of the ogre. It's really cool looking. Although with the suggested paint job, it does give a big Hulk vibe. Of course, I do ogre's green as well. It just seems like a natural thing, which is really hard to get rid of that Hulk vibe. I don't know what I'm going to do to get off of it. I know the skulls will help, definitely. Beyond that, it's like it is almost a basic Hulk smash pose, so it's going to be difficult to see how I get away from that Hulk look. We'll see what happens. I'll give this one 5 stars. It's a great ogre. Even with the Hulk look, I mean, it's still a great figure. Now, last is the Brain Collector. Of course, this one is Pathfinder, which is always a little different than D&D, and I really like this creature. It's just so weird and odd. Of course, you can see the little brain sticking out in his back, and of course, he comes with domes that you got glue on top of the brains. That's going to be fun. I'm going to be a little off from the suggested paint job, but I am going to stick a little close to it. Probably a different red and a different purple for the mandibles and the legs. And I'm going to put a little extra pink in on the brains just to make them look better, because they're going to be going through those globes anyway. And this is one of those, I do like this. It's just a weird looking, odd creature. Obviously 5 stars. This is just one of those I really enjoy kind of creatures that are just nice little aberrations to have every now and again. Thank you for watching Infinite Realms. Hope you have a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.